In this season, many of us are being called monsters, those not worthy to be seen as equal in the society. And I'm going to be sharing content this week for every soul who's been cast aside for daring to be whole, to be themselves. This week, I'm reflecting on what it means to be called a monster, not for doing harm, but simply for being different, for being real, for being visible, for existing outside the lines others drew without our consent. And before I share my story in its full depth this week, I want to offer this blessing. It's for all of us who've ever been feared, misunderstood, erased, forced to perform, to pursue love, who have been told you're a monster, and yet you still choose to rise. I call this a blessing for those called monster. To the ones they called unholy, too loud, too soft, too strange to be understood, this is for you. To the ones whose bodies were politicized, whose truths were demonized, whose wholeness was whispered about in pulpits and policy briefings, you are not the problem. You are the revelation. May every name they gave you, freak, sinner, mistake, monster, fall to the ground and grow wildflowers from the shame they tried to plant. May your sharp edges be seen not as danger, but as the shape your soul had to take to survive in a world that wanted you rounded off and silent. May you never again shrink to fit the small indignation and imagination of those who fear difference. You are not a threat. You're a threshold. You're not a curse. You're the prophecy and the one prophesied about. And if they insist on calling you a monster, may you claim the monster's power, the power to disturb false peace, to unravel the stale certainty, to thunder at the door of hearts locked in fear until one day those hearts can open. And when they do, may they know they will not find terror, but radiance, not perversion, but presence of beauty. You, in all your fierce truth and sacred variance, are worthy of love, of belonging, of space to breathe. You are not the monster, you are the mirror. And your existence is a holy challenge the world has no choice but to face. May it be so. This week, I'm going to share more of my story in a deeply personal letter titled The Monster at Your Door. It's the most vulnerable and defiant thing I've written yet, and I hope it finds you. I hope you share it with others. If this blessing speaks to your experience or the experience of anyone with whom you're allied, I would love for you to share it. I would love for you to leave a comment with your story so that we can all say to one another, we're not alone.